Good morning, Internet, and yeah, you can see now. That will help this out immensely. As you can see, the dupes have landed on the ice base. Was recording, but then realized that it was just a blank screen, and the audio recording of me playing a game doesn't seem that good. What I'm considering doing is, if you look, those are the iron volcanoes, and there's one way up here. And I keep thinking about just cracking it open and getting free iron out of it. In fact, I'm just gonna do that. Screw it. And then we'll just use that ice there to cool down the iron, and then get some free metal. I mean, we're right there in rising pressure. There's no way this could go badly, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong with Dupes standing on top of an active iron volcano? I mean, look at that. Oh, sealed itself. We can't have that. And look, this nice big old pile of iron for me. That went about as smoothly as I could have possibly hoped. At some point I will seal that in, but a whole bunch of free refined metal just seems like a good idea. Oh, and I can probably analyze it. Back over here, relaunched the hydrogen rocket. I moved these up so that they would stop getting entombed. And yeah, this is all really freaking hot, but every time the dupes come out here or gas comes out of there, it just slowly exchanges heat. Oh, I did that again, didn't I? I keep worrying about this stuff melting. Yeah, it's down to 200. What are you down to? 600. Ah, close enough. So I just turn on some air. And that keeps them from reaching their melting point. Which they were close to. It was like 1900 degrees. Oh, looks like we can put in more bottlers. What are you guys doing? I was looking at that like, oh, that's almost empty, but 160,000 calories for 3 dupes? That's quite some time. And it only takes half a cycle for material to be nuclear shot over here. But we're almost done pumping everything out. Yeah, the hydrogen rocket stopped here for some fuel and is now on its way back to get me some more tungsten. Now I was trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with this space, because if I remember, the ice planet's big and, you know, full of ice. How is Bubbles' science skills? They gotta be way up there. 16. Okay. I also had them build a telescope because there was a bit of the map right there that I hadn't explored, not that there was any question marks. So I wasn't expecting to find anything. But now that, you know, nice OCD part feels better about exploring more of the map. Yeah, I'm gonna let my dupes dig for a bit, and then it'll be time. How much granite have I dug up? I'm considering putting in backing plates and doing this whole base top to bottom. I think granite is the main thing here. 44 tons. Well, let's do a quick experiment. How much does 44 tons get me? Let's see, we want insulated tiles to protect from the rocket. And then I want backing plates. Yep, gets me that much. there's lots more. That's what I'm going to do. It is backing plate time. I'm going to kind of queue up where I want things. Probably just use some ladders to get over there and then start to put in backing plates and put it in. So I think I'm going to start with an oxygen system over here. Which means I'm going to need a ladder. Well, that's about how fast this erupts. Bubbles isn't quite done analyzing it yet. And it's already rising pressure. But there is quite a bit of polluted water there, so... let's see how much of a mess this makes. Oh, there's also a lot of ice in there as well. It didn't even boil it. Nice. Oh yeah, 3/4 of a ton of iron. Not bad. Well, that's going to be active for another 57 cycles. I just assumed anytime I crack open a volcano, it's going to go dormant, so that's going to be a lot of iron and a lot of heat. I'll probably just end up dumping ice in there, but it's all going to evaporate into space anyway. So who knows? For the first time ever, I've cracked open a volcano, analyzed it, and found that it wasn't about to go dormant instantly. And it looks like it erupts every cycle and a bit. So 600 seconds in a cycle, so 1.1 cycles per eruption. I don't have to worry about refined metal over here. As I was thinking about where to put the oxygen system, I'm like, oh, I'm going to need to melt some ice. Luckily, I have this really hot iron volcano. So I'm going to replace these tiles with iron tiles, and then I can just dump ice temp shift plates over here and dump in some ice. And then poof, free melted water. With the added benefit of keeping this pool cold. And for those of you who didn't know, yes, you can make temp shift plates out of ice. As soon as they're exposed to pretty much any heat, they evaporate. Or melt and turn into ice, and since ice is 1,000 kilos per tile and 800 kilos per temp shift plate, it works out quite nice. I need to move. I'm not sure if I want to move that up one or if I want that polluted water to go the other way. I think that's the answer. Yeah, so that will turn into a nice pool of water as this iron volcano gives me some heat. And now I can queue up an oxygen system. Well, I could almost queue it all the way up. I need more granite. So let's dig down the next layer. And might as well just check all the other oxygen systems are nice and packed full. Alright, hydrogen's not backing up. This one ran out of water once because I wasn't paying attention to the filtration material. But now that it's all running off of clean water, it should be fine. Haven't really made a dent in that. That's all good, the hydrogen's full. Yeah, everybody looks good. How's my steam room doing? Oh good, I think that went dormant? Yes. And you can see we're still using up some water from here, so hopefully we can start to pump all that down. I didn't even get to notice that my rocket had landed. So one thing I do have to do is, it's only got one solar panel, so there's not quite enough power from that solar panel to run everything. And so eventually that battery runs down, and then he runs on the wheel, and it's just annoying. It's just easy to turn off that, and then when I turn the pump on when he starts leaving, it's all fine. Unfortunately, there's no way to tell it not to pick up the carbon dioxide, but I guess once it's full, then it's full and it doesn't care. Yeah, so I could have just left the liquid tank full and not grabbed liquid tungsten if the tank was already full. But he's drilling away. How are you overheated? Where are you even getting heat from? Oh, that liquid lock broke? I'm like, you are full of cold stuff, right? Why can't I click on that? There we go. Yeah, you are full of cold stuff. So if I just put that there. You know, you get those warnings and you're like, what's going on? And then if I replace that tile with a regular tile... Oh, you're already coming down in temperature. Never mind, we're good. I don't know how that little bit of oxygen got in there, but I don't think I need to get back in there anytime soon. All this seems to be working. God, this thing's just a monster. I like this erupting every cycle thing. Oh, you need piping. And... I'm debating whether or not regular pipe should work, but it should be fine. Not that I expect this to overheat, but it's just so darn easy having all of this iron around. There we go. And then I'm building in some ladder segments so they can start to come in from the other side as well. Just to make their trips a little bit shorter. So I came over here to check on the volcanoes. And, oh yeah, apparently my solidification is starting to work. You see some more of the stuff turned into chunks. If this isn't a full tile's worth, then when it solidifies you get chunks instead of tiles. But it's weird that it's going straight down. Whatever. They really being that slow in sucking out the heat. And nobody. Yeah, I'm not all that worried about this being slow at transferring heat. There's a ton of heat stored in here. And yeah, I'm still bringing the pressure up. Looks like we're just about there. We're trying to get up to 200. And what's it up here? Yeah, it's another 50 less, but these steam turbines recycle right back to there. So this should be lower. No. Oh, good God, these dupes are way too fast. Alright, time to move the pitcher pumps down. Guess I can do that. Good job, Dupes. I created one of the infinite flowing perpetual motion machines. So there's a little bit of carbon dioxide stuck there, which makes this water slightly above 1,000, which then makes it flow over the top. Who's entombed? Oh. Oh, this erupted again. Darn, I didn't realize that that was coming up again already. But I think you saw a couple of times that the robo-miners could hit that top piece and keep this erupting for longer. Yay! Alright, they got this ladder segment put in. They can now... I had them prioritize the floor, so then one of my dupes has supplying as their main goal, so hopefully they can come bring up all the raw materials, and the other dupes can get busy building it. Wish it would give me a warning that the rocket was full. I don't know how long it's been full. But now that he's on the move again, turn the pump back on, and that will suck up the carbon dioxide. Well, it looks like it is just about time to send the dupes home because I don't have another suit. They've used them all. So, they should be just about done with the oxygen system. Oh, it's the wrong base. Yeah, they're not going to get that done. Okay. Well, I am going to send the dupes home because I need more suits and I didn't bring any thimble reed with me. There's no point in ship... I could just rocket launch some reed fiber. Let's do that. Like, yeah, I'm going to be down a dupe for a few minutes, but that's okay. Where did that nuclear waste come from? Who knows? You? Ooh, actually, I was having issues with reed fiber. Yeah, I don't have any. Available, 0. And that was because all this got cold. You can see they're still not growing properly. The toilets aren't backed up. Okay, I'm sending the dupes home. Oh, I might end up with a slight traffic jam in space. So you're 5 and you're 4.6. Well, that's what I'm going to do. You guys are going to go into orbit. You are going to land because as soon as it fuels up and drops off its cargo, it's going to come here to get a top up on fuel and it can top up on oxygen there. So that seems like a plan. Meantime, I think we're going to call that good. I mean, it's just going to be a lot of rockets flying around and building a base. So hopefully you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to crank the temperature up on these just a little bit. The issue is the polluted water I'm bringing in is from a cool slush geyser, so it's very, very cold. So, lots of blue. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day. Hopefully you're enjoying wherever you are and playing the game, because I really like this game. There's a reason why I keep playing it, and you know why sometimes I forget to record videos. It's because I'm playing the game and like, oh right, I was actually gonna record stuff and kind of give some tips and ideas to other people playing. So thank you all for watching.